Hello once again, gentle viewers. This is Mysterious JG, your friend in the digital world. I'm going to start another Let's Play. This one is being started for a very special reason. I've had it in the back of my mind to play this game for a while, and I've now hit upon a point where I'm having a real hard time recording the game sound. So I thought I'd record, or Let's Play a game where there's very little game sound, and the game sound there is, you're not really going to miss that much. As you can see, I got the DOS box open, so get ready for graphical glitchiness. I'll try not to have sync issues like I had when I played Maniac Mansion, because this time I'm going to make sure that I don't pause and start recording again in Cam Studio. But we are going to play a game that is sort of, kind of the sequel to Maniac Mansion. Sort of, kind of, but not really. There is an actual sequel to Maniac Mansion that came many years later and was clearly inspired or played, created by people who love the original Maniac Mansion. This is a game that came along very shortly after Maniac Mansion, from the same company, using the same engine, intended by its makers probably to be a sequel. Nobody else seems to have seen it that way, because it's nowhere near as famous as Maniac Mansion was. I say this with the full knowledge that of my 500 some odd subscribers, probably only a handful of you even remember Maniac Mansion, and almost none of you will probably remember this game. Lucasfilm Games. Got the sound cranked, but you're still not going to be able to hear it. So, there is the sound of a clock ticking in the background. Zak, 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 what am I going to do with you? But boss, I'll never win a Pulitzer working for this sleazy tabloid, says Zak. I'm sick of making up stupid stories. Then make up stories that aren't stupid. And he looks at you. Look, just do this last feature, and then you can write your novel. Said very slowly. Here's your ticket to Seattle. It just appeared automatically. Magic. I want more on that vicious two-headed squirrel that's been attacking campers. This game was made during the heyday of the tabloid press in America. Oh, all right. And while you're there, the first UFO sighting happened on Mount Rainier 50 years ago. Write it up to. Jungle Jim Raynor? Tabloid reporter strangles boss over lousy assignment, but cannot find a boss's throat to strangle. What was that? Nothing, boss. I figured you were too fat to hear. Later that night, Zak's in bed. Alone. Again. Oh, poor Zak is not having constant sex. There's horrible DOS snoring sound, which you may or may not be able to hear, in Zak McKracken and the Alien Mindbenders trademark. Copyright 1988 Lucasfilm Games. Oh, now they're attempting music. Hopefully you can hear some of this. Created and designed by David Fox, Matthew Kane, David Spangler, and Ron Gilbert. There's that face on Mars. Art and animation by other people. I'm not reading the entire credits. And Andy Warhol played... Well, hey, that's me! Tabloid reporter spaces out in dream. Ah! Oh no, female symbols. Hey, females. What? No, I want girl. Not cowboy hat and Groucho glasses. Eee! Music's pretty rockin'. I forgot about the awesome music, or I wouldn't have thought to do this game as a Let's Play while I can't record game sound well. Maybe it'll pick up better than I thought. Or I'll just show you the intro again later in the LP when I've got my sound working again. Now this appears to be like SVGA graphics. This is actually a better graphic version than the one that I played when this game was new. And I was like 11. Wow, what a dream. I should make a drawing of that map I saw. I had a dream. I had an awesome dream. And I forget how to save. I played some of this game off camera just to sort of reacquaint myself with it. So, but nevertheless, I'm going to start over from the beginning. Hey, see, the Sphinx with the Groucho glasses wiggled its eyebrows. Pretty awesome, huh? Let us continue playing. Our inventory down. If you watched my LP of Maniac Mansion, you pretty much know the score. I'm afraid that do not have the mouse set up to work with DOSBox, so it's going to be keyboard driven, which is pretty limiting to what games I could play. Although the temptation I've got now is, while I'm stuck with just my laptop, to play some DOS games. But at the moment, I can't really download any good games. But anyway, we got the same commands we had back in Maniac Mansion. With the we have put on has replaced something that was in Maniac Mansion. I don't remember what. And we have a ticket as an item. Let's read the ticket. Point of departure, San Francisco, California. Destination, Seattle, Washington. Okay, so apparently we are in San Francisco. Value $260. Ticket is refundable. You have money in this game. There are tricks to make sure you have as much money as you need. I forget how they work really for the most part. Dresser drawers, bed. We have sushi in fishbowl. Sushi is our pet fish. Can we pick up sushi? Come with me, sushi. Oh, and I've got the keyboard here to do some of these commands. To open the dresser drawer. And what is phone bill? Read phone bill. $1,138. I'd better pay this soon. Yeah, let's pick up the phone bill. Let's close the blinds. Let's open the blinds. Let's take a look at this cat clock. Can we pick it up? It's nailed to the wall. I think it's just decorative. What is the plant? I don't think we can do anything with the plant. There is there's a plastic card. Let's pick up the plastic card. Oh no, I've pushed it way under the desk. Can we use the phone bill maybe to kind of wedge it out of there? Sometimes you can kind of scoop underneath furniture with something. Yes. Yes. Yay, it's my cash card. Read cash card. Zak McKracken balances $12,250. Wow. Zach's got a decent amount of money set aside. He can afford to pay his phone bill anyway. Now, what is kazoo? Yay, pick up the kazoo. What is rug corner? Okay, pull the rug corner. Wow, okay, what is loose boards? Pull the loose boards. They're not that loose. I'll need some help. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, that is one of the things to do in these games. And when I say these games, I mean Maniac Mansion, Zak McKracken. And I guess the Day of the Tentacle, which is the sequel made to Maniac Mansion many years later, uses the same system. Otherwise, I can't think of any other games where this would be useful. But in all three of those games, useful to occasionally just click on what is and just scroll around the screen. And you notice that you can interact with things like rug corner. Now, there's the lamp. Turn on lamp, maybe. Then we could, if we wanted to, close the window shade. But there's no particular reason to do any of that, so let's open the window shade back up. Maybe we can even open up this window shade. This one does not appear to be something we can interact with. Let's turn off the lamp to save electricity. Sure, why not? Let's be conscientious of the environment in this game. Let's Keanu Reeves come and destroy us all. I just watched earlier today. Just killing time. In the office, somebody had a hard drive with a lot of movies on it, so I grabbed a lot of movies. I accidentally grabbed Die Hard 2 instead of Die Hard, which sucks. Because I'm sort of too embarrassed to go asking for the drive back. But I watched the Day the Earth Stood Still remake with Keanu Reeves, and I feel kind of bad because it's a perfectly, okay movie. I never saw the original, so use the telephone. Oh, I don't have anyone to call though. Four-digit phone numbers like in the last game. Incredibly annoying sound. That doesn't seem to work. Use telephone. No, I wanted to hang up. Damn it. Oh, escape. No, how do I do... Oh, no, I'm trapped now in this hellish... Not being able to make the phone noise stop. Ugh. No, pick up... Receiver? Yes, thank you. Good grief. Why did I start doing that? Oh, the answering machine. No, let's use the answering machine. Okay, let's turn on the answering machine. There aren't any messages. That's funny. Remember there being a message when I played the game before. Maybe a message appears when you leave. Oh, that looks like something suspicious on the wall, though. Torn wallpaper. Alright, let's pull on that. Whoops! Well, that's kind of where I thought we were going with this. What is... Oh, maybe the torn wallpaper's useful, but there's no longer anything here to interact with. Maybe I shouldn't have torn it off the wall, but I imagine I have torn wallpaper as an item. Who knows? That might be useful somewhere. Right now, we're just playing as some dude who is more graphically advanced than I remember him having been when I played the game as a kid. The tie and all. The much more expressive face. Because the graphics are better in this version. Let's, right now he's just kind of hanging out. He's hanging out. He wants the world to know. Got to let it show. But yeah, we've got to go to Seattle and write a news story. But meanwhile, in a secret room, I was about to say, something more must be going on. Oh, it's a really annoying noise. Ahem. I just talked to the king. He said the machine is working perfectly. Yeah, working perfectly. He said in just a few more days, all the Earthlings will be stupider than we are. Yeah, stupider than we are. I think you've been hanging around the machine too long. I love this little detail. On and on. Yeah, too long. The machine has an on-on switch. I think I need a new partner. Yeah, new partner. See ya. Sinister aliens are up to something. There's an infrared sensor. There's a TV. Let's turn on the TV. It doesn't have any controls on it. Turn on the infrared sensor. That doesn't seem to work. Alright. Some of these early puzzles I solved while testing the game. Well, I didn't get all the way through the game. I'm going to sort of... I have to admit, some of I already know what's going on with some of these puzzles. But let's pick up the seat cushion that's on the wall. Good idea. This place is a mess. Hey, what do you know? It wasn't plugged in. Let's pick up the power cord. Did you plug it in, Zach? No, you didn't. Maybe I need to use the power cord in power outlet. There we go. Now, We still can't actually turn on the TV, though, because there's an infrared sensor. We obviously need a remote control. Where do you find a remote control when you don't know where your remote control is? Well, of course, folks. Oh, he drops it as soon as so. But yeah, you can see what is the remote control. Let's pick up the remote control. Now we have the remote control in our inventory. If we move, our seat cushion goes back where it needs to be. Let's celebrate by saving the game and ending the video. We've certainly got off to an exciting start. Hey, the game was saved and the video's over. When we come back, folks, we're going to watch television, and the Sphinx is going to waggle his eyebrows. There's clearly some kind of evil alien plot afoot, but we don't know what it is yet. Maybe the TV will give us some answers. Maybe getting out of our apartment will give us some answers. Perhaps exploring more than 2 rooms will reveal more information. Stay tuned next time, folks, when Zak McKracken will continue his battle with the alien Mindbenders. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.